তার স্ট্রিমিং দিছি।
মনি তো ভালো বুদ্ধি করছে, এই যে কার্ডের ছবিটা দিয়ে রাখছে, ছবির জায়গায় দেখে নাম আর ম্যাট্রিক নাম্বার দেখা যায়।
অন করো, সবার ক্যামেরা অন করে বসা শুরু করব।
যখন আমি ইউদিআর দিয়া কোয়েশ্চেন মার্কে পাঠাইছি তখন ভাই ইয়েস ইয়েস লাগে করতে হবে, তখন এটা অপেক্ষা আছে। ভালো তো মানুষের সহ্যই হয় না।
আমি নিজেও এটা দেখতেছি, এখন এটা হচ্ছে। আমি 12টা 20-এ শুরু করবো। আমার তো বন্ধু না, আমি তো অফ করে রাখছি। What the fuck is wrong with you? ভিডিওর নাম কি দিছে এখন জানো? লেটস টক উইথ তানজিয়া তারিন। What the fuck, dude? Why aren't you charging? বাহ, চমৎকার তো। কত টেকনিক্যাল এরর যে এখন হবে। তুমি চাইলে অন্য বলতে পারলে আমার শুনতে সুবিধা হবে না, আমার এখানে তো আওয়াজ আওয়াজ হবে। তুমি কি আমার হেডফোনটা দিবা? তোমার কষ্ট হবে হেডফোন ছাড়া কথা বলতে? হেডফোনটা আমাকে দিবা? হ্যাঁ, তোমার কেমনি আওয়াজ ভালো হয়ে গেছে।
আমার হেডফোনই আর আওয়াজ সমস্যা, তখন আমার মুখের কাছে।
হ্যাঁ, আমার দেখবে আওয়াজ ক্লিয়ার গেছে।
কিন্তু তোমার ডাবল শোনা যাবে।
ওই যে তুমি করছো না, আমি হেডফোন দিয়ে বসছিলাম।
কথা বলা আমার জানতে হতে আমি
আমি কথা বলবো না তো, আমি কোনো কথাই বলবো না।
How is everyone doing today?
Can you start now?
Vastaus sieltä löytyy. Assun ja
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Johora Mony, and today I am the host of our event, and we will talk about students' mental health. So I'm Johora Mony. I am from Faculty of Modern Language, and I will host this whole event. And with me, I have from panel Wangtianqi, Nawshaba, Wang, and as our guest we have Nishi. So she is a master's student from UPM also. So and we have also the Nawshaba Islam who is handling the live streaming technical process everything. So first of all I want to talk with everyone as our panel members. Can I have your interact short? I think a short introduction of our panel members from them. So, Wang Tianqi, can you tell something about you?
You mean the family name member? Actually, I was thinking about myself, so can we let next member first? Because I'm missing
Oh, okay,
some
okay,
details.
okay. So, okay, can I move to Wang? Just your self introduction, where you study and where you live, like that, so that our audience also can know that where we are from and what we are talking about.
Um, so hi, I'm Wang Youtong. You can call me Judy. I'm studying in the I'm studying the communication. So I'm from China. I'm still in China now.
Okay. So we have our guest today is Nishi, and I want to say that she is from Bangladesh, also like us. So Nishi, can you introduce yourself a bit?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Tanjia Tarin Nishi. Nishi is my nickname, and I'm from Bangladesh, as Mony already told you. And I'm doing my master's in corporate communication, and most probably this is my last semester, so I'll be graduating soon. And what else? I enjoy watching movies.
So are you staying in Malaysia now or in Bangladesh?
Yes, I am in Malaysia right now. Because of COVID, I couldn't go visit my family. So I'm in Malaysia. Yes.
Okay. So Wang Tianqi, you were also in Malaysia or you were staying in China now?
No, I stay in China now.
Okay.
Yes,
So
since the COVID.
basically, our guest is from Malaysia. We are also from Malaysia, and our members is from China. So we can talk about the both situation in Malaysia and China. So I will start from our guest today. I would like to ask you some basic question, like something about mental health, as our topic is mental health today. So basically, what do you think about mental health? Like, what is your point of view about mental health?
Okay. Because I'm from Bangladesh, growing up, I didn't have that much idea about mental health because we think like I think at least in my country now everything's changing. Mental health is something that we never talked about. At least in my family, I can say that. Like it's if you have any issue like mental issue that could be like people might think you're crazy, so people don't want to talk about it. So mental health wasn't something that I was taught and to take care of myself like physical health, the way my parents or my family taught me or the society. I didn't know about mental health, but after like my during my undergrad, also during my undergrad when I was studying, I actually came to realize mental health is really important and we should know more about it from the very ground level, like when we're studying in school, from our family. It should be introduced to us because if you are not mentally fit, if you are facing any kind of discomfort mentally, it could affect you physically as well and also your regular life. So it's actually really important. Like we emphasize on physical health more, but we should emphasize on both, because if you are mentally not stable, you are having issues with your emotions, then it will definitely gonna hamper your regular life. So as I grow up, I actually learned more about it, and during this situation, this pandemic, and when I'm in Malaysia and I couldn't go to see my family because of COVID, it's really hard. This is like the most stressed I have ever been in my life. So I would say it's really important to know more about mental health and to spread awareness so people also know, and you can cope with it and you know how to deal with it. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, is for Bangladeshi people, mental health not so popular, or maybe most of the people don't know about mental health. They don't realize that
Yeah.
it's an important thing, or even after facing the mental health issue, they can't understand what is going on. So yeah, it's true also. So actually, how is your life during MCO? Because it's have been since so long already. So how you cope with this situation?
Um, when it was first introduced, the movement control order here in Malaysia, MCO, it felt like everything's like closing. Like I didn't know what to do because when we are at home, like Wang is now at China, so they're with their family. So it's better when you are with your family. So you have at least a few family members you can talk to, you can have them with you. But when we are already studying abroad and we don't have our family, just the few of the friends that we have are everything. So if you can't even like see them or go for classes where you meet all of your new friends, local friends, to hang out with them, and it's all banned and restricted, it's mentally, I'll say, it was very much like a shock to me. And I didn't know what to do at first, but gradually I came to realize, because this lockdown is for our own good. People are losing their loved ones. People are sick. They're losing jobs. We need to do this. We should not complain, but yet we can feel sorry about ourselves. It's not like if the other person is not happy, so people are also suffering, so I should not feel bad. Why am I feeling bad? No, it's not like that. Your mental health is your mental health. Doesn't mean that if everyone you love is alive, and why don't you feel happy? This could also happen, that everything is going fine and you're not feeling happy, you're not feeling good. That's the mental health issue, that's the depression. There's no reason. So during MCO, what happened is, when it started, it was mostly painful, but then I realized how to cope with it. So I tried to watch movies and like listen to songs to just lighten up my mood, whatever needs to lighten up my mood. Then I actually cooked a lot. I learned cooking during this MCO, and I cooked a lot and I ate a lot. Like 3 a.m. I'm eating something. So I don't know if it is stress eating or I'm actually
Okay.
enjoying it.
So hopefully you didn't get so fat after eating a lot.
I gained a lot of weight, like almost 10 kgs I gained. But
Oh,
yeah, but then I stopped now. So hopefully I can be fit again. But this MCO, now it feels normal. That's what I'm gonna like conclude my
yeah.
sentence with. Now it's normal.
One more health issues, like not only mental, also physical. As you said that if you are doing nothing, staying at home, the food craving is increasing. That's why the
Yes,
obesity is starting. People are getting fat or overweight. It can hampers because you are not doing any physical work, staying at home, working also from online, for not
yeah,
only for students, the employed all are working from home, so no physical activities, and you are eating a lot, so obviously you will get overweight. So it can causes the blood pressure, diabetics, or so many health issues.
yeah.
Okay. So actually, how did it start for you when you realized that your behavior is changing from your normal behavior? Uh, Before MCO, how was your mental health, and what the changes start during this MCO?
Okay. I like before MCO, before COVID hit, I didn't know that something like this could happen. My life was going normal, I would say. I was still feeling, even that time. Sometimes I would feel lonely because I've said several times, because my family is not here, so I might feel lonely, but then I will go for my classes. I will meet my professors, have the classes face to face, ask them questions, and then I had my friends, my classmates. So we'll go out for lunch or sometimes dinner. So it was better. Like mostly like every month we went out for movies, in the theater, not at home. So in the theater. So that was the life before MCO, before COVID. So I think one person cannot say that that person is 100% mentally okay all the time. Even before MCO, it depends on the day, it depends on the mood, it depends on the situation, how I felt about that day, how I felt about that moment. So it was good most of the time, but sometimes still I felt stressed. Maybe that's for our education, that's for our exams, could be anything for my future, sometimes for my family. So I felt stressed, yeah, even before MCO, but it was controllable. If I'm feeling low, I'll have people with me who will like cheer me up. If I'm feeling low, I'll go with my friends to watch a movie or go with them to eat somewhere else. So that period of time will give me enough boost. But during MCO, what happened? Everything shut down. Like the first MCO last year, everything just shut down, and we didn't know where the world is going. Like ever, it's gonna end. Like, am I gonna die? Like, what's next? Like, I had to buy my own groceries. Like at the end of the day, if I even go twice in a month, I have to go. So I was afraid going outside that I might get COVID. So
Yeah.
I was afraid of dying. I think everyone is afraid of dying, but we have to die. We know it, but we don't want to be like dying of COVID, like so uncertain. Like I just went out to shop, and then I got COVID and I died. So it was mentally stressful just to realize that uh, virus that we cannot even see might kill us, and it's out there, and we have to go out, even though, because we need food. Without food we cannot be alive, so we had to go out. So that thought was, I will say, I'll be truthful with you, that was the number one fear. Even now I fear from it. Like when I'm seeing all these statistics that this many person dying, like I saw there's like till yesterday 3.4 million people died for COVID. 3.4 million,
A
that's
big
a
amount.
lot. That's a lot. So this could happen to any of us. So we should better be equipped and better be safe and maintain the SOPs. So during MCO, my mental health jumped into like before MCO, I wasn't worried about getting the virus and die just for going out. So
Yeah.
biggest change for me before and after MCO would be this constant fear of getting COVID and die. And the second one would be when I'm depressed of because of COVID at home alone, and I can only like FaceTime or like Zoom or Google Meet with my friends, like. But it's not the same though, and the internet connection actually is pretty bad. Like after at least I feel like after MCO everyone's at home and the Wi-Fi is not good. Wi-Fi connection is pretty bad now. So when you are talking to your friend, then it's just lagging. So then, well, how can you like continue the
The
conversation?
online platforms are more busy, and it's buffer every time. You need to wait for buffering. You want to search anything, also the same, because everyone is depending on online now.
Yeah.
Students, employers, everyone.
So a lot has been changed, not only for me, I guess for everyone in this world. But I'm thankful that I'm alive, and I'm trying to think about like day by day, not in a whole. If we think in a whole, like then we already lost more than 1 year for this pandemic. So
Yes.
better to take day by day and think about, okay, today is the day I'll think positively. Something
Yeah.
like positive energy. Try
Positivity
to,
is
yeah,
a big weapon for you to fight with mental issues.
yes,
So, as you said that if we feel low a bit, we can go out for hangout. That we can cheer up. But for COVID, we cannot go outside. Outside is more fearful. We can die also. So it's a very big issue. So yeah, you want to say that the mostly this happening because of the unsurety of life, and also the boringness or the monotony of our regular life. It's become a bit boring because same thing, waking up, then go to sleep, eating, online classes, that's it. Okay, so after our this discussion, we will take a short break and we will come back very soon. Thank you. Okay, hello, welcome back. We are come back from our short break, so we will continue our discussion about mental health. So till now, I discussed with our guest a lot about mental health. So maybe I will go to our panel members for a short description about mental health, how they are dealing with this issue. So can I get our members Wang, that actually how you feel that how much important these mental issues for students especially? Yes, it is important for everyone, but how much did you feel that it's important for all students, especially during pandemic?
So I think it's very important. So we must notice these people uh, about this. So I think it is because many people do not understand their ideas, maybe, or there is a lot of pressure from various aspects, which is also something that people do not pay attention to. I think we need to pay close attention to the emotions of people around us, and then timely communicate with them and as more communication can solve many problems. So I think we must always keep the communicate with them.
Yeah. Okay. So from you think that communication can help a lot about mental issues, because if you talk with someone, you can express your emotion that you are holding you inside yourself. So did you feel anytime lonely, or feel like that, yes, I am breaking down mentally, or have you gone through any mental issues before?
Uh, yeah, I always feel the lonely before, but I like to watch some movie, so it will be fine.
Okay, so you also watch movie to
Yeah.
make yourself busy, so that you don't feel that mental pressure or anything. So actually, do you enjoy online classes, or you like the face-to-face classes more?
Actually, I enjoy the face to face because uh, we can keep the more communication with each other, with the teacher and the friends and the classmates. So I like to communicate with others.
Okay. So, as our guest said that during this pandemic, people can face the food obesity, also the behavior in their like they can face this behavior. So, did you feel like that anytime that you were more craving for food, or you are getting overweight that can hamper your health, or do you or you work at home so that you can have some physical activities, because we don't have any outside activities at home? Do you help your mother, or do you do your own homework, like making your bed or some others activities, so that you don't become like so lazy, or you can have some physical movement? Do you do anything like that?
Yeah, because if we don't have class and when I finish my homework, uh, it's nothing I can do. So I always help my mother and my father to do the to do this.
Okay, so you also do some housework, so that you can at least you can do some physical movements. Okay, so how is the situation in China for the all students? They are doing face to face classes, or they're doing online now?
Because China is better now, so we they all the face to face class.
Oh, that they have face-to-face class already. So,
Yeah.
any of your friend or family members that studied in China during the MCO there, and how do they discuss with you or share with you any issues that happen in their life during the pandemic, that they face any mental issues that now they are feeling better? Like, what's the difference between now situation and the late situation they passed through during MCO?
Mm, in I don't think have some difference as I think it's the same because um, when the 19 or how to call it.
Yeah, okay. So you were trying to say that a big difference, but they are coping with the situation, and now everything is becoming normal slowly. So it's quite okay for them. And also I think you are also okay for now because you are staying with family, so you are much better to handle these mental issues. Okay. So maybe I will want to move to our another members to ask her about what is her experience during MCO in Malaysia. Did you stay in Malaysia during MCO, or you go back already before the MCO start in Malaysia? Wangtianqi? Okay, I think it's internet problem for her.
Yeah, sorry,
Ah,
connection problem. Yeah, actually, I already come back to China during the MCO because the COVID-19, the connect number is really worse on that time during the 2020, about March. Yeah, on that month, the definitely member who got the COVID-19 on Malaysia, the number is really getting bigger. So my parents are really worried about me, and they think that if we still stay in Malaysia, maybe is there more chance that we can get that COVID-19. So yeah, they call me to buy plane ticket and then come back to China.
Okay, so you are lucky to go back before the MCO start. So when you go back, is it was lockdown there also in China, or it was open already?
Not really total lockdown. Actually, except the American, the England, and also some other country who get worse COVID-19 number, but they need to lock down the country. Yeah.
So it
But
was
actually,
like a conditional movement order, right?
yeah. But actually, when we come from Malaysia or some country, they didn't get some worse. Those worse
So it
numbers.
was
So we don't
for
need to lock
the
down.
countries that have lot amount of positive cases.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any hobby that you do during your pastime? Like, if you have nothing to do, you are feeling bored or lonely, you do any hobby? Or did you discover any hobby during this pandemic that you never did before?
And I did, because we're broadcasting student, right? So we need to learn some, use some PR like Photoshop or some other how to say that, other application. Yeah, we need to use that to cut our video, or we can edit our daily life shooting. So I start to learning how to use that application to cut our own video. Yeah, I start learning that. It's kind of my little hobby.
That's okay also. Okay, so we discuss about our members' opinion about their mental health issues, but especially they stay with family. That's why they don't get that much mental issues. So I think I will move to our guest again to know about more this mental health, how she is dealing with this. So, like, I want to ask you about your own experience. That you ever feel any mental health issues like during this pandemic or before this pandemic, and how did you overcome with this one?
Yes, as I already told you, before MCO hit, before this COVID hit, I even from my childhood, I felt sad, emotionally down a lot of the time from different things. If my results are not good, or if I didn't get something that I wanted, I felt sad several times. But as I already discussed, I didn't have any information on mental health growing up, because it wasn't something we talked about as family or as society, I guess. So I didn't know what's causing this or what's the reason and how to overcome. So it actually came and it went away because I was a kid. So if I didn't get one thing, I was upset, but I will get something else, and I'm happy again. Or I sometimes I just forget about what I wanted before. So as a kid, it was I would say much more easier to forget things. So even though I didn't have any idea about mental health, it didn't cost me a lot. My life was actually okay, even though I didn't know it because I was a kid. But growing up, when I was teenager and like during my undergrad, it was hard not knowing, why. I always faced this question, why. And like I'll ask myself why I'm feeling this way, why I'm feeling suddenly sad. Everything's like I decided or planned to go out with my friends, and I went out, and somehow I'm not liking it. I'm feeling bad, even though I'm out with them. That's what I planned, but I will feel not good. That also could happen, and I didn't know why. So I always ask myself, what's the reason? I think when I started my like 12th grade, 11th grade, internet was kind of in my country. Even then was also a bit rare. Like not everybody got internet, or not everybody got like computers. So I had my mobile phone and I got the internet connection. So after that, I will search like why people feel sad suddenly, like what's the reason. And because of internet, eventually, gradually, I actually learned. I know internet gives us a lot of misinformation as well, but you can find information like right now about all this health information I get from Malaysian Health Ministry. Their website is really good with all the informations that you need. And internet, if you search the right thing, you can find the right thing. Don't believe in if you eat cow dung, you will be you will not have COVID. So don't believe in those stories if you see in the internet, or like eat or drink like bleach or something to get rid of COVID. So don't do that. Otherwise, if you go to legit websites, you will find all the information that you need to cope with your mental health, like what are the best options. And there are a lot of doctors who are providing help online and free of cost. We just have to look for it. There's help out there. Our friends, our family, everyone wants to help us. If we shut it down, if we don't talk about our sadness, our loneliness, our mental health issues, like you are feeling suddenly sad, you are feeling emotional, you are crying, or you are feeling angry for no reason, those I think are kind of the signs of mental health issues. But most of the time we don't talk about it, and that sometimes kill our life. Mental health is not a easy thing. A lot of people committing suicide because they were depressed. So it's better to talk than, I'll say, just shut everything inside you, because sometimes it could be suffocating and you might not think clearly. So before MCO, I already told you I faced this issue, but I didn't know what's happening. I didn't have enough idea, but I learned from internet, from talking to my friends during my undergrad and during my working time in my country in Bangladesh with my colleagues. So I get to learn more about it. When I grew older, I actually learned more because I wanted to learn more. I wanted to know what's happening to me. So that's how I discovered that mental health issue doesn't make you crazy. You're not crazy. You should not be locked up somewhere like in hospital. You're not crazy. A normal person living a normal life, everyday life, could face these issues. And if you don't treat it, it could be very dangerous for you and for your loved ones as well. It's better to treat it. Then the COVID happened and the MCO happened, and then I felt most vulnerable and mentally stressed in my life during this COVID. I read a lot. I read a lot. I tried to connect with some of my friends who are doctors now to talk more about my situation, how to cope with it. Then I find out what I like. I try to find out like how I want to spend my days. It's hard because it's every day you are in the same room. So even though you plan something and you read and you think you are going to be fine mentally, but it can happen that at the end of the day you feel like you didn't accomplish anything and everything's meaningless. Why am I even studying, or why am I even thinking about my future? Because if the COVID continues, there's no future. Or if I'm gonna be dead like tomorrow, why I'm thinking about it today? Like there's so many questions. Even I like planned. Even I'm talking to you now, and I was stressed. I was stressed. Like, should I open up about everything that I feel, or I should held back something? It's I will use this word. Like even now, I think mental health is kind of taboo for a lot of people in a lot of country. We don't want to mention it. We don't want to recognize it and point it out. We feel like this is something very personal and I should keep it to myself, but that's gonna harm you. So even now today, during now there's another lockdown going on. Malaysia hit with like fourth wave, and there's like 6,000, 7,000, almost 7,000 cases yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would say I'm doing mostly fine. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% okay, because I'm not. At the end of the day, no matter how much I talk about it, how much I read about it, I still feel vulnerable. I still feel lonely. I still feel there's no hope. But then I try to fight back. That's the thing. We have to keep trying.
Yes, it's not something that you can erase at all, and like you cannot say that you will not face anymore the mental issues. It can happen with you, but if you know what it is, you can have the solution also. So with that saying, we will take a short break again, and we'll come back soon. Okay, so after a short break, we come back again, and we will continue our discussion about mental health of students during pandemic. Okay, so I was talking with our today's guest about how she deal with her uh, mental issues during or late pandemic. So now, do you think, did you discover any new hobbies that you never did before, but during this pandemic, for the mental issues or the situation, you did to make yourself happy or to forget about that mental depression that you are facing? So, did you find out any hobbies that you never did before?
Um, I'm not a very good creative person. I'm gonna just be truthful. It's not like because the pandemic happened and because I'm at home, I'm gonna start drawing and I will draw well. No, that's not gonna happen. I cannot draw. I cannot draw a thing. A lot of my friends picked up drawing during this pandemic. I just can't. That's not for me. And I always enjoyed reading books and watching movies. That's my hobby. So even during this pandemic, I'm still doing it, reading books and watching movies and listening to songs. That's easier for me. It's other people's work. I can just enjoy it. I don't think I can actually create something. And I love writing because I love reading. And so growing up, I am into writing very much, like writing stories. Like I used to write poems, which got published in my country as well. So I'm into writing. So sometimes I will write something, but I never like post it anywhere though. It's just for me. I will write something. I didn't discover anything new. I discovered one thing new, that I can eat a lot. That's what I discovered during this MCO. So it's like I cook a lot and I eat a lot. I never knew I can reach to that high point of eating. Like after I just ate, like within 1 hour or 1.5 hours, I'll be like, what can I eat now? I'm hungry again.
So anything, any interesting incident happened during this MCO when you was with all, like anything that you want to share?
We're having like all these classes and everything is online now, so it's Zoom. So one time what happened, like during a Zoom class, I think one of my, I'm not going to say names, so one of my classmates forgot to like turn off his or her, I'm not going to say the gender, anything.
Okay.
Nothing discussed. So the video was on. I think that person thought the video was off. So they got kids. So kids were in the room, like 2-3 kids, like they're making noise and stuff. So that person just like shouted and like give them a little bit of go away from here. So it was fun. It was fun to watch. And also like it happened like during the Zoom as well. Like someone's talking and got stuck, and it was funny. And then some people will try to just figure out how to mute your mic and then turn it on again. So all these funny stories actually happened via Zoom because we cannot be together. So I had few memories on Zoom actually, like even quite recently as well. Like a lot of incidents that happened because
it's funny incident happened a lot during these things. So actually, what you want to suggest for the teenagers that they can do to deal with these mental issues?
It's hard to suggest though, because everyone is different. But from my point of view, I can only say that talk about it. Talk about it more with your with the person that you trust. It doesn't need to be a family member. It doesn't need to be a family member. It's just the person you can trust. You believe that they will help you no matter what. Just sit with them and talk to them about what you feel inside and what's happening to you with the person you trust, not with someone who will joke about it. We can have a lot of friends who will not take you seriously. They'll just make fun of you if you talk about mental health, or even family member. So not those kind of people. Try to find someone you trust and talk to them. And if you're feeling like severely depressed, that you stopped eating or you stopped waking up from, like you wake up but you don't want to leave your bed, and you cannot, like you feel like you cannot move your body, like severe kind of depression, I would say please go ask for help from the professional doctors. I'm not professional. I cannot give professional opinion on what to do and how to do it. I can only talk from my experience what helped me. But I will tell all the teenagers or everyone, every student who's studying from home right now and feeling depressed and oppressed because of the COVID, because of this pandemic, or even before pandemic you were depressed, I would say it could kill you. So better to live your life and enjoy your life than killing yourself. So please, I request, just go see a doctor and talk to a trustable person. It will help. It will definitely help. And rather than that, the professional help, I will say, I said my hobbies are like watching movies, listening to music. Find out what makes you happy. What makes you happy and what can be done indoors. That's also another point now. So what makes you happy and what can be done indoors, then try to improvise it. If it's some outside activity, try to improvise it so you can do it indoors and you can have fun. And also I'll say, don't eat too much like me. You will gain weight and that will make you depressed again. So try to eat healthy and try to think about before eating so you don't overeat and make yourself stressed over overeating. So that's another depression of mine. because I will eat a lot when I'm depressed, and then I'll be depressed again because I overeat. So don't do that. It harms your body and your mind. Don't do that. And it's hard to lose weight. It's really hard. It's easy to gain weight. Mony, I think you are muted, so I cannot hear you.
Sorry. So I
This is
think
a fun event that happened during Zoom.
yes, it's a funny thing happens a lot. Sometimes, like microphone is off, teacher is asking me
Yeah.
something. I'm answering already, but teacher is finding me. Where are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was saying that I think, as you said, that during this pandemic, if we eat a lot or we don't do any physical activities, we can gain overweight. So it's a good option to do exercise. Also, we have lots of indoor exercise that we can practice so that we can be physically fit and also mentally. I experience for myself also, like if I wake up early or have some little bit warm up or any indoor exercise, it feels better. Like
Yeah.
mentally also you feel fresh or you don't feel like that lazy or depressed. It can help you also.
Yeah.
And also it's important to have healthy diet.
Yes, definitely. And seeing the person who ate French fries last night at 2 a.m. So don't be like me.
Yeah, don't do that. It can hamper you because
Yeah.
even if you are not physically fit, you cannot be mentally fit, because if you are sick you will already be sad and
Yeah.
you will I face it a lot. You get 10 kilo only. I think I get weight more than 10 kilos.
I can
I
tell,
become
by the
double.
way, because I saw you before, face to face.
I become like a balloon. I think if this MCO going to extend more, hopefully I can do the century.
No, no. I hope
Because of
not.
this MCO making me more lazy and lazy. Oh my god.
It's like saying is one thing, then maintaining is other thing. That's
Yes.
the issue. Whenever we talk to other people about our mental health issue or any kind of issue that we are facing, or to the doctors, it's always up to us if we are maintaining it or not.
Yes.
Nobody actually, people can help you with information, with confrontation, with comfort, giving you comfort. They can help you with that, but at the end of the day, it's you who need to decide what you're gonna do. Even I struggle with it. Like every morning I think like I'm gonna eat healthy today, and this is the day I stop eating all this fried food that's not good for me. I decide that every day, and I decide that I'll work out for at least 30 minutes. Then during this pandemic, I started working out at indoors for 30 minutes, and then it actually, I did it for 15 days continuously. Like every day I worked out for 30 minutes. Then I stopped. I'm like, I'm gonna take one cheat day. Today is fine. I did it for 15 days. So I'm not gonna do it today. Then the next day I thought, okay, I can take another cheat day. I think I lost a few kilos already within 15 days. I didn't even weigh it myself because I can't go outside and I don't have a weight machine at home. So that's how I stopped. I stopped actually doing exercise. Then I picked it up again because I made myself pick it up again. Then I did it for like 12, 13 days, and then I stopped again. So that's how it's been for me. Like my, eating too much or getting fat or can also stress you. Not getting fat, getting unhealthy. If the fat is not an issue, you could be thin, you could be thick, anything you want to be. Everyone is perfect, but if you are unhealthy, then it's an issue. It could hamper your mental health. It had its own disadvantages. So this is something I struggled a lot, the food issue and my weight issue, and that's making me depressed during this pandemic, during this COVID, and I'm facing it even now, like today as well. I don't know if I can control it ever. I don't know, but I'm trying.
Yeah, hopefully we all become able to control it. And so with saying this, that the mental issues is important. Like lots of it's true also that lots of people or students don't know about this issue. So hopefully if you are facing any mental issues that disturbs you, that makes you down or sad, please discuss with your friends or family. It can helps you for the primary prayer. Then after this, if you are feeling more depressed, please seek of the help for the professional psychologist, because your friends and family can help you primarily, but the rest of thing you need to take from professional psychologists to get rid of this more effectively. So with saying this, I want to thank everyone to join with us and discuss about with these important issues. And also thank to our guests to share about your personal opinion and experience. I hope this gonna help a lot of the students. At least they will be aware about what is mental issues, and they will uh, start to improve themselves to deal with this, and also help to our panel members to share about their opinion, and helps to thanks to our member Nawshaba Islam to handling this whole live streaming. And thank you all. Have a good day and stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.